Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to the midnight segment of the Bruce Wayne Hip Hop Show. This is your host, Bruce Wayne, and we're reflecting on the past year of 2020. We're looking at all the fails, we're looking at all the sales, and all the fake lies that are out there produced by the Prince of Camelot, the sore loser, the one that didn't want to concede. But of course, we already knew that. This person does not have respect for any type of office, being that they never held any type of prior office and they bought their way to where they are today. We're living in a fantasia type of world during the time of the presidency of DT, Donald Trump. Number 45. This guy has whipped the nation up in a frenzy and whipped up the great divide. It's almost like uh, 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 another episode, part two of Deliverance with Burt Reynolds. But Burt Reynolds is gone, you see, and there's no more Smokey and the Bandit. So what we're seeing here is we're caught up with an idiot, a fool, and somebody who gave the Republicans a red eye. Something like a black eye before it turns black and blue. Some people are just not fit for office, and they're not fit to lose. King Trump has had a wonderful 4 years with his vice president Putin, but we're realizing that his tenure has come to an end. This uh, debacle, uh, this great mistake is finally drawing to a close while he's drugged democracy through the water, like some other people I know that's been drugged. Welcome to the Bruce Wayne Show, the Bruce Almighty Show. 91.000 ocean. Yeah, we're here with no nativity. We're here with a little bit of silence. We're here with a little bit of solace because I recognize we've been whooped. We've been whooped hard and put up hard and rode hard like the Minnesota Vikings this year. We're just come up short. And COVID-19 has ravaged everyone. I've lost members of my family. I have to give a shout out there. Rest in peace to the John Joe Williams family out of Tallahassee. And Victoria, which was one of my cousins out of New York. And may you rest in peace. And many other names that I don't have to run on my roster of the show tonight. But we're dwelling and we're looking into the past. And we're heading into the future as we get ready for Christmas and New Year's, which a lot of us are not going to be enjoying. We're going to be rubbing some sticks together. We're going to be taking out some stuffing out of some stuffed animals so we can stay warm. This is reality. The fantasia has been long gone for many of us during this COVID-19 outbreak. Some of us are thinking that we're up, and we're finding out that we're really down. And some of us are thinking we have allies and are starting to realize all we have is our lives. And, This is really taking a toll. And a lot of us have been left on the country road with our thumbs out trying to hitch a ride with some of our so called friends and relatives that have long forgotten about us a long time ago. So we've learned to put that on the shelf until another day because the day must go on and time must go on and reconciliation is just a thing of the past. That's your learning. So people, we're gonna pull up our bootstraps. We're gonna have to pull the trousers up and the shirts, and we're gonna have to get rid of our tattered shirts and jeans and our wife beaters, and we're gonna have to realize it's all we've got. It's us. And we got to realize who the big God is. Now we're not being distracted by some political uh, maniac that doesn't know the ideal of peace and doesn't know how to lead and doesn't know how to be a world leader, which is one of the things that you need if you're going to represent a group, country, or people. We're not talking about murderers. We're not talking about Durantes. We're not talking about Stalins and Putins. We're not talking about those people here. You know, we're talking about the people that know how to organize, they know how to lead without all this pitter patter and chitter chatter going nowhere. And innocent people of the wrong color getting killed. It seems like it's we went through an episode of 50 Shades of Color during 2020. You heard it first on the Bruce Wayne show. People, we just got to realize that our time is running out. We got to realize that. You know, sure, it could be a nice fantasy. We could all go to the moon or we could all go to Mars, but that's not going to happen. So we're going to be left holding the bag as we fight our way through this COVID-19 while we have these red states that don't know what 2 plus 2 means. They don't know that they might need to have a mass after effect of gotten infected and gotten everybody else infected. But it's what's called irresponsibility. We had a health advisor who was ignored by the name of Dr. Fauci. If we had only listened, you know, like these hard-headed people we've got that's got their own agendas. So we know this is going away. So you better start looking up and seeing what's going to be coming. We're going to see some more activities in the skies as to be expected because we know what we're doing while we're driving 75 with our eyes closed and not giving a hoof with our political organizations leading the United States. So we're going to have to reap what we sowed, people. We're going to have to stand up and be accounted for. Survivors. And we're going to have to move into some new divinity that we're not going to be expecting here. You heard this first on the Bruce Wayne show, the Bruce Almighty show. This is 91.0 Ocean FM, Melbourne Beach. That's right, we're right off of Prospect Avenue, 20 miles out in the Indian Harbor Beach on a flotation device. And say we can't do it because we're doing it. Live, people. Live. And you got to show it. So, are you ready to increase your faith, people? Are you ready to get real? Are you ready for the unexpected? Because we've been riding a potato chip of disasters. And I think things are heating up for us. I don't think the heat is going away, people. And we're noticing that climate change is a real thing here. And we're noticing that denial is a real thing here with some of our leaders. And we're noticing the political agendas of some people just don't match up with the nation. People are suffering, losing places. Children can't go to school. People are under duress. People are dying left and right, losing their families, and families should want to think they've come together at this point. But the ones that are not together probably will not be getting any closer. That's the stupidity gets deeper, just like the cow manure. See, people, this has been in the making for a long time, and it's starting to come full circle. It's starting to come full circle. So, people, if it seems like an ass, let's just call it what it is. And quit fooling yourself. And DT, quit fooling everyone else. But we didn't care. We didn't care. We didn't care about one another. We didn't care about the future. All we cared about was tearing each other down and political gains. And what we could own and have of our own. Well, now that's going away. It's falling apart. You heard it first on the Bruce Wayne show. So, as we know, we got a Jubilee coming up. A Jubilee is a 7. And we know what 7 times 3 is. Those that went to elementary and made it to middle school. And those who've got a lot of money. So, we know what the Jubilees can bring. And so, people, you better start getting on point. But remember, this is a talk show. You don't have to listen to me. Just go back and listen to some of my shows and tell me where we're at. But we're not Robin Roberts, and we're not GMA. We're not Michael Stray and Michael Stephanopoulos with the good hair. It's the Bruce Wayne Show, brought to you and improved by Bruce Williams, Bruce Almighty, Cocoa Beach, Moorhaven, Point to Gore, Orlando, Tallahassee, Florida, Quincy. We're there. Okay? We're bringing you the real deal, the real funk, the real material. It's going to get real. And we talked about thermal imaging. the thermal imaging app that you can download on your phone as a way to being able to pick up disease in your partner if your partner is sick or anyone else in your household you might encounter. Use your thermal imaging app and see where the heat's at. See where the black spots are at when you're viewing that your individual or another individual or yourself. Then you can tell where the dark spots are at. You might be sick. There's no heat there. Try it out. You heard it first on the Bruce Wayne Show. Now we're getting inoculated. If we can get inoculation, if we're not in a red state, just like the people that can smoke marijuana and the ones that can't, it seems like a privilege thing or either an ignorant type of thing that's going on. We're just past the ignorance alone, just like we do when we're holding our circle or trying to figure out who's it. Let me take the ball and see if I can hit you with it, and now you're it. Stupidity has to go to a new level here, because stupidity has ran on through 2020. Okay, people, this is your host, Bruce Wayne. It's the Bruce Almighty Show. Go out there and check out Tile Tactics if you're in Gainesville. That's John and Jonathan. John Donaldson and Jonathan Donaldson. They do great tile work. And I'm backing them, and it's brought to you and approved. So check them out. That's John and Jonathan Donaldson of Tile Tactics. Let them do your bathroom, your hotel, or your floors. They're proven professionals, brought to you by the Bruce Wayne Show, and sponsors of the Bruce Wayne Show. And while you're out there, people, look up in the stars at night and notice how your atmosphere is shifting. Your Big Dipper, Little Dipper, your North Star is all shifting. But now, I'm not an astronomer, but I am Bruce Wayne, Bruce Almighty, brought to you and approved by Bruce Williams, FM 91.0 Ocean. I think you're going to be seeing some more things in the sky that you're not going to want to be there. And keep an eye out for a rant. The people that Trump helped spark off. The leaders of nano research or biological warfare in the world. But of course, this hasn't been mentioned, but it's a no-brainer. Do your research, people. Do your research. Just like your scientists here. Your science teacher, Bruce Wayne, Bruce Almighty. Okay, people, stay tuned for my next show. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and to all a good night.